Hello there. Welcome to Tales from Peridia. Today, we've got a very special guest. Top pro live streamer on YouTube. Dude who got me into going to Comic-Cons. StarWarsSith66, a.k.a. Tony. How you doing, dude?
Bro, I am doing awesome, man. Thanks for having me on. How you doing?
Dude, I am excited and I am exhausted, but I'm always exhausted.
Me too, man. I feel that. Me too, man. I feel like we're back at Ocala Comic Con right now. And we're just in line together, waiting again.
Dude, that was, oh my gosh. It hit me after Ocala. Like, I was on the ride back to my sister's. I was like, dang, I should have, has Tony, we should have done, an in-person Tales from Peridia, but it didn't, dawn on me because I was so encapsulated by everything at Comic-Con.
No, no, for sure, yeah.
Well, I guess we'll just get into a couple questions because I've got, I don't know what you've got planned today, and I've got a couple things to go do with my mom. But first one is, what got you into Star Wars?
So definitely my dad, my father, he had the VHS box set. So in the early 90s, that's how I was introduced to it. VHS, TV, and I fell in love with it right away. And then back in the 90s, it would always pop up on TV. So if it ever came up on TV, I had to watch it. And depending on which movie it was, if it was Empire, as soon as it finished, I took Return of the Jedi VHS, continued it, kept it going. So it definitely was my dad. He's the one that got me into it. And bro, those VHSs I watched religiously the whole decade of the 90s.
Dude, was it the original VHSs or the special edition VHSs?
No, it was the original ones because I think it was the set that released in 92, I believe, is when that box set came out. And the re-release was 97-ish or something like that, I believe. So no, I had that. So that's all I knew for the longest. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's awesome. I know my uncle, when he lived with us for a while, he had a box set, and I think it was the original because it didn't say A New Hope or anything. It just said Star Wars on
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and I'm kind of upset that he remembered to grab that when he moved out.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, dude, yeah. I remember, I was born in 2000, so obviously I had the pleasure of watching up to Attack of the Clones at the time when I watched it.
Do you remember any of seeing Attack of the Clones that young?
I mainly just remember the big battle with Dooku at the end because when I was a little guy, I just watched for the lightsaber fights.
Yeah.
But then, of course, I was 5 years old when Revenge of the Sith came out, and dude, I remember just crying.
Yeah.
Anakin was always my favorite, from the Phantom Menace to Attack of the Clones, and then just seeing him fight Obi-Wan, I was just you're supposed to be brothers. What is this? You're supposed to be friends.
Do you remember when you watched Phantom Menace? Because if you saw Attack of the Clones and you were 2 or 3, and then you saw Revenge in theaters, did you watch Phantom Menace before you went to go see Revenge?
Okay, so yeah. I was actually 4 years old when I came downstairs to bother my grandpa at the time, and he was watching A New Hope. So I just kept asking him a bunch of questions. He was like, just shut up and just watch the movie, kid.
Oh, so you watched the OT then?
Yeah, I started with the OT, and he had all of them up to Attack of the Clones at the time because it was 2004.
Oh, that's dope. So at 4 years old, you watched the OT, Phantom Menace, and then went into Revenge. That's dope, man. That's fun.
I still remember walking down, and it was when Kenobi and Darth Vader were fighting on the Death Star.
Yeah.
Because Vader had just said, when I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master."
Yeah. Do you remember what you thought after you finished watching the OT? What was going through your mind as a 4-year-old?
I want a lightsaber. I need the Force to be real so I can get my snacks to me without having to get up. And I just needed to see more. And then my grandpa was like, "Well, there's 2 other movies. They're coming out with a third one." I was like, "Well, let's watch them." He's like,
Yeah,
"Not today, not this weekend. We'll watch them sometime." So over the course of
yeah,
like 2 weekends, we watched them, and it was awesome.
nice, nice.
Oh man, yeah, those are some core memories back then.
Yeah.
So, who is your favorite character in all of Star Wars? Comics, video games, legends, canon, TV shows?
Dude, Darth Maul all day. And it wasn't Darth Maul at first, right? It probably would have been like Luke or Vader, like everybody else growing up with it. But I remember like the trailer for Phantom Menace dropped in like 98, like the year before it dropped in 99. And I remember as a kid seeing Darth Maul in the trailer, and I'm like, yo, this dude looks evil. Is this? I thought like I was like, is this the new Vader? Is he the new big bad? And then when you see his lightsaber ignite both ways, it blew my mind as a kid because I'm like, they can do that. Like no one's ever seen anything like that because all I saw was the OT. I didn't read any of the books or nothing like that. So I didn't know that that was a thing. So it started with that, but then we see the movie and he cuts in half. I'm like, damn. But then later on, when I found out about Clone Wars and Rebels, way after it dropped, after season 6 of Clone Wars was already out and Rebels was done, I learned about that Darth Maul came back and he was in Clone Wars and Rebels. So I binged all of it and it just made me fall in love with the character. Like, dude, I just love Maul. That's my guy right there, man.
Yeah, I back when I had the Marvel app, I started reading the Son of Dathomir comics,
Yeah,
and I need to see that either brought to live action or just like a Tales of
yeah,
Darth Maul or something like that.
yeah.
Oh man, yeah. See, I'm gonna let everybody in on a little secret video I'm working on. I've never seen any of the trailers for any of the Star Wars movies, like ever.
Oh, you're gonna react to him?
Yep.
Dude, so you know what the crazy thing is though? The best trailers, and man, people are gonna be like, you're nuts. The best trailers are the sequel trailers, man. Hands down. The
I
sequel
have seen those.
trailers, the sequel
Yeah.
trailers are like masterpieces. The OT trailers are like they were made in the 70s and 80s, so it's like it's different. But then
Yeah.
like the prequel trailers, bro, they show the whole movie like in the trailer. It's crazy. Like wait till you see it, and you're gonna be like, bro, like that's like the whole movie is in the trailer. It's wild. You'll see. That's gonna be an
Oh
awesome
man.
video though. You seeing those for the first time, but like sequel trailers are peak Star Wars trailers, hands down.
You would think that I've seen like at least Revenge of the Sith, growing up, like seeing the movies a year
Yeah,
before it came out, but I've never been into trailers. Like if it's something that I really want to see, I will avoid a trailer at all costs.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Another
Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, sorry, what?
another trailer that's fire is the Kenobi show. The first trailer for the Kenobi show, and it's because they clickbaited you with Duel of the Fates in the trailer. But then
Oh
the whole have you seen that first Kenobi trailer?
no.
Dude,
I
watch
didn't
it.
get into the shows or anything until last year watching Clone Wars for the first time.
Watch that original Kenobi trailer. It is fire because the whole trailer is with Duel of the Fates. So it's like, like all the emotions running back. I remember I was at work and someone said the trailer dropped. So I snuck into the bathroom with my phone. And like, as soon as I heard Duel, I'm in the bathroom, like, I'm like, Duel of the Fates. Like, it was crazy, man. Because that song just hit so hard.
Oh man. Yeah, I can't wait to go back. I wasn't even going to think of including the shows or anything. Now I'm going to go and watch the
Dude,
trailers for the shows and all that.
yeah, man. You might as well do it for everything just to knock it all out because
Oh yeah.
all the newer trailers are usually better, but then the latest trailers like Acolyte trailers, Bad Batch season 3 trailers, they ruin the show because they show way too much stuff. So now it's to the point where they're putting too much in there, and when you watch the show, a lot of these big scenes or reveals you kind of figured out from the trailer.
Yeah, that's kind of just been a problem in general with trailers for
Yeah,
movies and shows in general. That every movie review I've ever seen is, well, if you've seen the trailer, you've seen the movie.
yeah, exactly.
Oh man, yeah, I can't wait to do that. I guess this next one, I haven't really gotten any bad answers, nor has it broken out into anything horrible.
Mhm.
Do you consider Disney Star Wars as Star Wars or essentially as an extended universe like they do with Legends?
I mean, it's no matter what, it's Star Wars. Like it is what it is, right? They've done a lot of really good stuff, but they've done a lot of inconsistent. So it's like a 50-50 split almost. So I mean, no matter what anybody says, regardless, it is. Now, what I do is I just pick and choose in my head canon what I enjoy and what I see. Like the Kenobi show, in my mind, it is fire and it makes sense. So that's just kind of how I live my life. Like I enjoy what I enjoy and I block out Riva, I block out the rest. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it is canon. I just wish that that stupid thing they did where making Legends, the expanded universe Legends, and not part of canon was just dumb because there's so many cool stories in there that they're missing out on, and it makes no sense to me. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's canon.
Yeah. See, I kind of created that question in the midst of the A word show. So it was kind of like a bit of hatred was poured into that question. But yeah, I like that because I'm like you, like I got my own head canon. Like I'll go through
Yeah.
and like Heir to the Empire is the sequel trilogy for me.
Yeah, for
Like
most people, yeah.
personally, I don't like. I mean, I like episode 7. It's high up on my list after my latest rewatch, but 8
Yeah.
and 9, I just can't get behind. Nor will they ever really do anything to kind of redeem it in my
Yeah.
eyes. Like even
Well, it's crazy, man. Like, yeah, yeah. I enjoyed the Phantom Menace a lot. I still do. But yeah, 8 and 9, like 8 is rough. It's hard for me to rewatch. 9, I haven't rewatched in a while. 9 kind of just is what it is. It's just like fun nostalgia from just seeing Lando and Wedge and this and that. But nah, yeah, man, I feel you on that. But with the A word show, like in my mind, the only thing I took from that show is I love Kamir. Soul was fine. He was a scumbag, but he was fine. I like Pip, and that's really it. Now with Kamir, though, I still don't know if I love the fact that Plagueis was his master. I would want to have seen more of that and how that happened. But I love Kamir as a character. Like he was badass. His freaking helmet, his Cortosis gauntlet, his sabers. He was just a savage, bro. But it's
yeah,
just it sucks because a lot of times they'll create these dope evil characters like Kylo Ren is dope, Kamir, but then they get wasted and we never get them again.
or they just it's such a bad flop that we just don't see anymore. Like
I know,
Solo, I would love to see a Solo too.
dude. Me
You and Jeremy
too.
talking about it on the first interview you had with him got me
Yeah.
to go and watch Solo that next morning because I was off of work. So
Solo got so shafted because I also want to say someone else commented this or said it somewhere that I think Solo also drop the same month or year as Infinity War, so like
I think it was Deadpool 2,
or something like I think it might have been both. Oh, I don't know whatever it
something like
was.
that.
It was competing with something that was way above its league. And then if you watch Beyond the Dune Sea video breaking down Solo talking about it, the promotion, bro, they did nothing. They dropped the first trailer 2 months before, one trailer, and that's it. When every other movie is like 6 months to a year out, is when they start ramping up promoting it. And then Solo was the only one in that 5 year range of movies from like 2015 and 2019 that dropped in May, and everything else was a Christmas movie. So it was like it was weird from the beginning. I would love a Solo 2, mainly to see Maul and Kira on Dathomir training, which would be savage.
I want to see why he's igniting his lightsaber through a hologram. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no, man, it was released right after the flop of The Last Jedi, so that
Yep.
definitely had to play. I didn't even know that movie came out until it was on DVD, and my cousin was like, "Hey, there's a new Star Wars movie." I was like, "What are you talking about? No, there's
Yeah,
not."
exactly. There were no trailers, no promotion, just one, and that's it.
It
And
was bad.
I don't even remember it. I haven't seen it, so you better make sure you react to that too, because it should just be one, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't remember seeing any TV spots or anything like that on, like, even going to the movie theaters. I don't remember seeing a trailer before a movie or even seeing a poster in my movie theater.
No, and there was no celebration that year either to promote it, because like Force Awakens had Anaheim 2015, Rogue One had London 2016 celebration, Last Jedi had Orlando 2017, and then The Rise of Skywalker had Chicago 2019. So it also dropped in a year where there was no celebration, so it got double shafted.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's funny is I went into that movie expecting to hate it because I've seen everybody just kind of shit on it, you know. I've
Yeah.
seen a couple good reviews, but when I watched it, it blew me away. The dude
Yeah.
who played Han, I liked him.
Yeah.
Childish Gambino as young Lando, I thought he did fine. I don't only like I said in your live stream, the only thing I didn't like was the L3, I think was the droid's name.
Yeah. That he had like a weird crush on. He was in love with this droid.
Yeah, that was that just I don't know. The droid was just kind of brought me out of the movie, but every time the droid was off screen, it was, all right, I'm back.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what is your favorite Star Wars movie, book, and or show?
Ooh, let's go. Movie Revenge of the Sith, because that movie is just everything about it. Masterpiece. I remember seeing that movie 2005 Thursday midnight show, because back then you had to wait till midnight. I remember I was working somewhere and we got off at 10, and me and two guys from work went right to AMC and we sat in the parking lot till midnight, went in, watched that movie, blew my mind because you knew he had to become Vader. Seeing like Luke and Leia at the end, it just was a masterpiece. Book Plagueis is just insane. Plagueis is episode 0. Darth Plagueis is that dude. I love that book so much. And what was the last one? Show?
Yeah,
Oh man. It's it's tough. It should be Clone Wars because it has the most like fire arcs in it, but it's also the longest. I love Rebels. Like for the longest, Rebels and Clone Wars would flip flop back and forth for animation. But live action, it's Ahsoka, bro. Because I love Rebels, so Ahsoka is literally just Rebels season 5, and get that Hayden episode, dude, was just so special. Bringing him back, and we got like 3 versions of him in there, like a Clone Wars version, Revenge of the Sith, him with Sith eyes, and the reds. That's the first time we've seen the red blade on like that hilt, which was nuts to see
dude.
that. It was nuts. Like I swear, Hasbro, if you do not drop a TVC with that hilt with the red blade and Sith eyes, you are losing out, because that would be fire.
Bro, I
Or
would buy like
hot toy like that. Oh my god.
I'd buy one hot toy because that's probably all I could ever afford for it. But I would buy like 50 TVC or Black Series figures of that like instantly. Like
Yes.
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, I already pre-ordered the Clone Wars Anakin TVC figure.
Yeah. The Ahsoka one, right?
Yeah.
That thing is beautiful, man. I need to grab that too, man. I have so many damn, like I'm looking right now and there's like 3 freaking Hayden Anakin TVCs right there. There's so many, man, but I need them all, man.
Yeah. I mean, I need that and a Revenge of the Sith one because with the Padawan Anakin that I got from you, I've already got his
Mm.
Attack of the Clones one. If I get
Yeah.
those, I've got a Darth Vader TVC. I'll just have the evolution.
Yep. Yep. That's that's super dope. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. See, Plagueis, It's taken me a little bit to get into. I've had to re-listen to it at least like 6 times because after Palpatine kills his family on, I remember all that.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
beginning part, like it just after he leaves Tenebris on Baldemnik, I just couldn't remember anything.
Mm.
It's a good book, but I'm kind of torn between Skywalker, A Family at War,
Oh.
and oh, what's the other one I'm listening to? Either Revan or the first Darth Bane book.
Yeah, I heard the first Darth Bane book is fire. I'm probably gonna start trying to listen to that soon. I heard the Revan book is mad good, but someone was saying that the ending isn't the best, but that the whole story is still fire.
It's a little confusing to me because I know very little about that era of
Mhm.
Star Wars. Like I've started Knights of the Old Republic, but I've never finished it.
Yeah.
And I guess the book kind of picks up after the fact of all of that and after the Mandalorian War because it just kind
Mm.
of gives hints to it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've tried to find something that kind of leads before that, and everything just says like play the game. Like, dude, I don't have the time like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. No, for sure.
But it is a very good book, and Revan is quickly becoming one of my favorite characters because he's like the prototype Anakin, pretty much.
Yeah. I would love to get some Revan stuff in live action or animation. What was it? Oh no, he was supposed to be in that episode of Clone Wars, but they used the Darth Bane
Yeah,
ghost instead. We almost got Revan.
that would. Oh, Revan will forever remain a Star Wars legend.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, that's it for the Star Wars questions. I know you are a big Nintendo guy.
Yes.
So, what is your favorite non-Star Wars hobby? I guess that would that's just how I have the question phrased in my notes. But what what's your favorite Nintendo system game throughout all the years?
Ooh, so Nintendo 64, definitely my favorite console. The Switch is right there behind it because the Switch is just so awesome. But N64, because I grew up with that. So I had NES in the early 90s, Super Nintendo. I had Game Boy, the big old Game Boy. I remember I had a Game Boy Color. And then when I got N64, that was when like video games like changed a lot because the graphics were like next level. So 64 is my favorite console. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is my favorite game because that game was like ahead of its time. So good, so much nostalgia. I remember I got it for Christmas that year, dropped, and I got the gold cartridge, the special gold edition. And I
Dude,
remember being off from school, like school break from Christmas, and I beat the game before I went back to school. So I got it, and within like 10 days, I was just every day nonstop beat the game, and like that's my probably my favorite. That's part of the reason next year I'm super hyped going to Japan for Japan Celebration. I think I might be more hyped for the non-Star Wars stuff than the Star Wars stuff because like Japan, that's where Nintendo is. So like there's a lot of retro video game stores. I'm gonna go hunting there because bro, consoles out there are dirt cheap. Like Nintendo 64s are like 60 bucks, 80 bucks, full consoles. Game
bro,
Boys,
what?
Game Boys, 20 bucks, 30 bucks, 40 bucks for a Game Boy. Super Nintendo's like 20 bucks, 40 bucks. Everything is crazy. I've even seen like PlayStation 1s for like $5 over there. So I'm gonna do major console hunting out there, but then
Oh,
there's there's also like the Nintendo stores. There's a bunch of Nintendo stores. The Nintendo Museum just opened up this month in Osaka. So we're gonna go to the museum and do a tour there. So I cannot wait for all the Nintendo hunting in Japan, man.
bro. See, I was just looking just yesterday. I don't know what caused me to look up just like a Nintendo DS like on eBay. Bro, even like the DS Lite, I've seen some of them selling for $350 in America. Why?
Bro, the DSs I've seen at the retro stores, because there's if you watch like YouTube videos and they go to like Hard Off or Book Off or Hobby Off in Japan, any of those like retro hunts, bro, the DSs are like $20, $10, $30, $40. Maybe if it's like new in box, it might be 80 to 100, but I'm probably gonna buy a bunch of DSs just for no reason if they're that cheap.
Bro. Oh, I'm so upset that I can't go to the celebration this year because I would easily I'd probably never leave.
Yeah, man.
Two, I just spend I wouldn't even buy anything at like celebration. I'd be spending it all on consoles and everything.
Yeah, the only things at celebration I know for sure I'm gonna buy the pin set. So I'm gonna do all the pin hunting, get all the pins. But that's probably, I mean, and then maybe some of the merch that says, like Japan Celebration 2025, yada yada yada. And I guess it depends what other exclusives like other companies have there. But I'm only gonna buy the exclusive if it's only you can only get it there. Because
Yeah,
everyone like Funko, Lego, Hasbro, they release it worldwide. I'll just order it when I get home. Why am I gonna buy it there and lug it around? Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So I guess we'll see what they have there, but I'm probably gonna do way more damage at the Nintendo stores, the Pokemon centers, all these retro video game, and even retro toy stores. There's a sick store. I forgot what it's called, but it's nothing but vintage Star Wars stuff from the 70s, 80s, 90s. Yeah, so that store is probably gonna be wild.
bro. Oh, yeah. I need to go to Japan one day.
Yeah, man.
If not for celebration, just for the old vintage retro hunts.
And honestly, Japan, the flight is the only pricey thing. When you get there, I guarantee you, if you went to Japan for 4 or 5 days, it'd be cheaper than when you go to Orlando for MegaCon for 5 days. I'll bet money on that as a
It
fact.
probably would be.
Yeah.
I've heard that a lot about Japan. Is just getting there is the most expensive part.
And I learned this yesterday. They sometimes there's sales on flights, and I'm shocked, bro. I bought my flight yesterday, so like everything is officially booked and done.
Oh
So
shoot!
I've been stalking the flights for like 6 to 8 months now, and the flight that I was gonna do would fluctuate between 1,500 and 1,800. So I'm like, I've been mentally prepared to pay up to 1,800, and the last week or two, it's been like 16 to 1,800. It hasn't dropped, and I'm like, damn it, this is gonna suck. So yesterday on the Facebook group, somebody posted that these airlines are having sales to Tokyo, and I'm like, what? So I went to one of them that I kind of was looking at in the past, Japan Airlines. Bro, I got my flight for $1,000. I was like, what?
Bro,
Yeah. So there is hope to get lucky and find a reasonable price flight if you ever did want to go. But I paid $1,000 there and back, two luggages each way. I booked my ticket. My brother booked it right away. So like we are set. So I literally saved almost $800, which is nuts.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's oh man.
So it is possible. And like, yo, my hotels are like, so it's like me and my brother staying in the room, right? So like if you go in with somebody, you split it. Our first 4 nights is $290 in Tokyo at a hotel.
There's 4 nights,
290 total for 4 nights. Yeah.
bro.
Yo,
I've spent that on like one
one
night in
night.
America.
Yeah, bro. Welcome to America. And then in Osaka, we got 2 nights at Universal Studios on property, and it was like two something. It was under three for 2 nights at Universal Studios. Yo, in
Bro,
Orlando, Universal Hotel is like 350 a night. Ridiculous. And then our last 4 nights in Chiba next to the convention center is 490. So like all those prices you divided by two, that's affordable as hell.
bro, what are we doing over here? Why is everything so cheap over there?
I I heard I heard the food and drinks are so cheap. Like someone was telling me that like beer is like $2, $3 for like a tall beer, and like wagyu beef burgers are like $4 or $5. Like crazy cheap. So I can't wait just to see all that stuff because I'm gonna make videos on everything, like how everything is over there.
Dude, I've seen a couple videos of people going into just like convenience stores, going like, "Oh, well, what can I get for
Dude,
$10 in like 7-Eleven or just like any generic convenience store?" And they be walking out with like an entire Japanese restaurant, and I'm like, "Bro, $10 in America, I could get like a quarter of a bag of chips and maybe a cup of ice."
Exactly. And like my one boy that went to Japan, he was like saying, man, he can't wait to go back to go to 7-Eleven. And I'm like, the hell you want to go to 7-Eleven for? Then I saw the videos and I'm like, bro, 7-Eleven is like fine dining. Like I'm probably gonna do most of my eating at 7-Eleven because like
Heck
there's
yeah.
so much in there. It's so fresh, it's so cheap, and they're everywhere. I have a video idea that I'm gonna make, and it's gonna be taste testing food at 7-Eleven. Like one of my first videos is gonna be going to 7-Eleven, buying that stuff, and then finding somewhere just to sit and taste test and try everything. Like legit, one of my videos is like 7-Eleven taste testing.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to all your Japan content, dude.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. It's gonna be fun, man. I'm gonna be pumping it out quick over there too. That way, at least I'll be out there, what, 11 days? So I'm gonna drop a video every day while I'm there, and then when I get home, there's gonna be so much content to keep pumping out for the next probably like 2 months worth of content, man. Legit. If I spread everything out and don't do like every day in a row, like I'm gonna do every day in a row the 11 days there because I'm
Yeah.
there. But when I get back, then I'm gonna try to spread it out. That way, I could just like live off that for a little bit because it's gonna be a lot of content, man.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, you're I'm looking forward to it. I mean, Ocala Comic Con. I was on my way home and seen you had posted Shin's panel. I'm like, dude, I literally just left like 15 minutes ago. Where are you getting the time to do this?
Yes, man.
And even
Yep.
though I had just left her panel and everything, did I watch the video on my way home? Of course.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, oh, I'm looking forward to MegaCon and all that, but they really haven't shown any guests so far that I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Oh, just wait. Wait till December, January. You're gonna be broke. I
Oh,
it's
I bet it.
it's gonna be bad. It's kind of like I almost don't want to go because I already know it's gonna be bad. Because I know it's probably gonna be bigger and better. Because every year it's just been getting next level, next level. I have a feeling they're gonna bring the boys back. Like I'm pretty sure Hayden and Hewan are probably gonna come back.
Bro,
They'll
I
probably
hope they
bring
do.
They'll probably bring Rosario. They'll probably bring back the Back to the Future cast because they've been at every con. So I like there's a couple of them that I want to get for the first time. And I'll probably see Marty and Doc again. And last year they brought Loki and Short Round. So I kind of regret not meeting them. So like if they bring those people and like Wanda was just at New York Comic Con, if they bring Elizabeth Olsen, I'm autograph photo right away, like right away. So I'm just worried that they're gonna bring a bunch of people that I really, really want to meet bad because like I'm not a millionaire, I'm not rich, I'm a regular guy. I
Yeah,
can't
some would
afford to
argue.
see everyone. So I have to be like very selective who I pick and choose for MegaCon because I know there's gonna be way too many people there that I'm gonna want to meet.
Yeah. As of right now, the only person I kind of want to meet is um I for, I know his name's Christopher, but I don't know how to pronounce his last name. The dude who played Red Mist and Kick Ass, McLovin.
Oh yeah, McLevin's there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Bro,
kind of the only one I really want to meet so far. But obviously, if they bring back Hayden and you, and my wallet's going to be
dude.
straining.
I'm gonna guarantee you right now, once all the announcements are done, you're not gonna be thinking about McLovin at all.
No,
There's gonna
probably
be
not.
way, dude. Because like, if you look at last year's, man, everybody was there. Freaking Giancarlo, Tamora, Daniel Logan, Cal Kestis. Like, bro, everybody was there. I'm trying to think what it
What?
was. Oh, Ashley Eckstein, Matt Lancer, James Arnold Taylor, Billy D. No, uh what's freaking the clone guy?
Oh, dang.
Bradley
Yeah,
D.
Bradley D. Baker.
Yeah, Bradley D. Baker. So he's another one I want to meet too. I haven't met him yet. Dude, they were stacked. Star Wars was freaking stacked. So it's only gonna get worse for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really hoping I get lucky like you guys did this year with ICCC because I'm going next year. I'm not missing that for nothing.
Oh
Bro, if
yeah.
I can get like 7 autographs within like an hour of the first day, so I can just chill.
Stop. No. So that will never to get that out of your mind right now. That would never happen at MegaCon. Ever.
No, I'm not talking about
Ever.
MegaCon.
Okay.
No, I'm
ICCC.
talking
Yeah.
ICCC.
Oh, bro.
No. I'm not talking MegaCon.
Okay.
I'm mentally prepared to be waiting
Yeah.
for shit.
I thought you meant MegaCon. No,
No.
ICCC, you're gonna see how easy and crazy it is, and it's to the fact where next year I'm gonna do more than what I did this year because I kind of like just did 6 plaques. Like that's kind of a lot. I didn't want to go nuts. I should have made more plaques and just brought more because I can't tell you countless times walking by people and nobody's at their table. Like, granted, like as soon as it opens, people go, but like middle of the day, towards the end of the day, nobody there. That's why we went to Timothy Zahn table 4 times a day, Mark Thompson's table 4 times a day, because they're just chilling there. So we just went up, ask a random question, talk for a little bit, leave, do a few laps, come back. Hey, what about this? Leave. Like it's insane. So next year, I'm gonna budget more for autos because you get these really special interactions with these guests that you don't get anywhere else ever.
Yeah, man. That I forgot the dude's name, but he played Vader in Rogue One. He was at
Oh,
Ocala Comic Con.
he's the man, bro.
There was like nobody ever at his line. Everyone was always at Shin's. I went up to go talk to him, but the first time I went, he wasn't there. I guess he was just like either on break or just walking around and everything.
Yeah.
And then the second time I wanted to go up, but like I really didn't have anything to kind of talk to him about just because, like I don't really like Rogue One and I didn't really have anything for him to sign or really have the money after Shin because
Yeah.
even though she was worth it.
Yo, if Shin comes to MegaCon, like
Bro.
I have to, like right away. So that's another thing. If Shin's there, automatic auto and photo again, and I'm gonna get that photo op put on a t-shirt. That way when I pull up, she's gonna remember
Dude, I
me.
was just about to say I'm gonna get this put on a t-shirt if she's
Yep.
there.
Yeah. So like if she pulls up, but like I don't know, man, because it's February. Well, allegedly they're not filming Ahsoka season 2 until like April or May. But like, I don't know, man. I feel like they're gonna start earlier, man.
Well, I mean, if they bring Rosario to MegaCon,
Well, no, yeah, but like
what would stop them from bringing Ivana?
no, but if I'm saying if they do start filming early, that means
Oh yeah,
Rosario, Shin, Ezra won't come back again because Ezra was always there. Hayden will be probably busy over there too. It would take a good chunk of actors that would come.
as much as I want Ahsoka season 2, like right now, Dave, you better not start filming early. No. But we'll get into the last question here. What is your favorite non-Star Wars movie or TV show?
Oh, movie Back to the Future, bro. I grew up in the best time ever watching Star Wars trilogy, Back to the Future trilogy, Indiana Jones trilogy. Back when movies were freaking movies, bro.
Oh, bro.
Terminator.
I'm jealous.
Terminator. So like my childhood was the shit, bro. Even the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies back in the day, the OG Ghostbusters movies, like, bro, it was great. Life was good back then. So Back to the Future, like Back to the Future and Star Wars is like that to me, neck and neck. I love Back to the Future. So that would be favorite movie. Show non-Star Wars, it probably is Better Call Saul / Breaking Bad. I consider that one show, even though Breaking Bad came out first and then Better Call Saul came out after, but it was the prequel. Have you seen either of those?
I've seen a couple episodes of Breaking Bad. I need to get into it, and I've only seen the clip. I think it's from Better Call Saul. It's a courtroom scene, but they turned it into a meme, and it's Anakin sitting in he's
Yeah.
sitting in the stand, and he's like, "We would never do anything like this." And somebody walks up and presses play, and it's just him at the Jedi Temple.
Yeah. So, Breaking Bad, I got into it super late, way after it came out, and everyone always talked about it. And I'm like, ugh. So I remember I watched the first 2 episodes, and I'm like, this sucks. So then I just stopped. But then, like 8 months later, I was like, let me just maybe it gets better. I don't know. I was bored, so I continued, and like I got hooked, and I blew through it, and then Better Call Saul just started releasing. So I think I watched that as it aired on TV for the 4 seasons. And it's such, bro, you have to watch it. It's to me, it's one of the best, if not the best TV shows ever. And Giancarlo Esposito as Gustavo Fring, he is one of the best villains in TV history. Like, watch that. And like, I love him for Breaking Bad, not for Star Wars. Like, when I met him at Anaheim Celebration, I was wearing a Breaking Bad Pollos Hermano t-shirt. I had a Walter White missing sign, and I asked him to do the Gustavo Fring like death stare. So like I love him from Breaking Bad. Star Wars to me wasted him as a villain because he is way more badass in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul as a villain than he is in Star Wars.
To be honest, I didn't know it was the same dude in Mando as it was for Breaking Bad. I've seen clips of him in Breaking Bad, and easily that is like the superior character that he plays.
Dude, yes, bro. Yes. Like if you get time and can get through it, you're gonna fall in love with that show, man. It's insane, man.
Oh, dude, I need to get into it. All my all my friends here, they're like, dude, have you started it yet? They've been getting on to me since like when it first aired.
Yeah, man. It's that good. And you have to just watch it in the order everything drops. So watch all the seasons of Breaking Bad, the El Camino movie on Netflix, which is literally just like an extra episode after the finale of Breaking Bad. And then Better Call Saul is 4 seasons and it's all a prequel, but the finale jumps to the future past where Breaking Bad. So it's like it wraps it up really, really nice. Yeah, man.
Yeah, okay, that's definitely on my list.
Yeah.
I just started watching Naruto for the first time in like
Oh,
15
nice.
years.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been hooked.
Yeah. I haven't gotten into any of the anime stuff, and thank God, because like I know my brother's into all that anime stuff, and that is a dangerous rabbit hole because all those collectibles, those figures, those cards, those voice actors are always everywhere. It's dangerous, very dangerous.
Yeah, I've never gotten into anime or anything. Like, even I gave Star Wars Visions a chance, and I was
Yeah.
bored by like the third episode. I was like, no,
Yeah.
this is bad. But Naruto, I watched that growing up. I stayed up way too late, watched Toonami,
Yeah. Yeah.
But that pretty much does it for all my questions, man. Is there anything you want to talk about before do not the intro, do the outro?
So for MegaCon, what are you looking forward to the most, or what do you want to try to do or experience? Because MegaCon is Ocala Comic Con, but 10 times bigger. So it's gonna be different. What are your plans for MegaCon?
Easily, after I get done filming this, I'm gonna go and buy one of those portable extendable stools because
Yeah,
I need
man. Yeah, 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 yeah.
that. Honestly, just the conversations that I would have with people like waiting in lines.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
I was stuck in between two dudes that grew up watching Star Wars like as they came out, like 77, 80, 83, and just the stories that they told, just like the stories everybody has, like the dude that me and you were talking to waiting
Yeah,
outside of
yeah.
Ocala Comic Con. That dude
Yep.
was awesome.
Yeah.
But easily if they bring back, you know, like any of the big name Star Wars actors, that would easily be number one on my list. And, you know, if Star Wars Theory pulls up the MegaCon, I would
He
love
is,
to run into him.
he is, he is.
Oh, shoot.
He's gonna have a booth there this time because he
Oh,
was there.
heck yeah.
He was there last year, but he was just hanging out at the Rippaverse booth. I'm pretty sure he said he wants to have a booth for sure this year, and he's actually going to be at SpaceCon this weekend in Texas for the first time as Theory Sabers. So as long as that does well, this man's going to be at like tons of cons with his booth.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, well, I'd love to. He's kind of the inspiration for Star Wars nerd.
Nice. Yeah, MegaCon, I'm looking forward to it. Like, so I'll tell you now, Thursday, Friday are more comfortable days. Bro, like Saturday sucks. Saturday sucks because you cannot walk. But the only thing that sucks about Saturday is usually the big guys, the big guests, only go for Saturday. Like Hayden last year was Saturday. So I went, got my Hayden photo. As soon as I finished, I left so quick. I'm not lying at all. Like as soon as I was done, I dipped because it's too crowded. So Saturday, I like if for Saturday, try not to plan any photos or autos unless they're only there that day. Try to do
Yeah,
everything Thursday, Friday, Sunday if you have to, but Saturday avoid at all costs unless they're only there one day. Then you have no choice, and then you got to just mentally prepare. I'm just gonna go do that and maybe walk around a little bit, then leave because it is a zoo, bro.
yeah. That like, I wanted to do the VIP, but one that was an outrageous freaking price that they had for it. When I checked it, it was like $550 for VIP.
Dude. If you so like that's about what VIP usually goes for. It's more like the middle ground, I would say, for cons, because celebration VIP is like 800 to 1,000 usually. So
Ooh.
and then like I think Ocala was like 175, and like other smaller shows might be like 150 to 200 ish range. But that is it's kind of a lot. But after you've gone to a few mega cons, and then if you experience MegaCon with that, bro, you are dying to spend that because like you get in early, you cut all the lines for photos and autos. It just makes that experience better, but only if you're trying to do a bunch of photos and autos. If you're really not, then there's no point because you don't need it. You're not gonna skip any lines.
Yeah, yeah. I got the ultimate fan package or whatever it was, the
Oh
4 day
yeah.
pass thing.
And you get in
And so,
earlier on Thursday, I think, with that too.
oh shoot, okay, heck yeah, yeah. Because I just went ahead and got the 4 days because I planned on. I already knew like if any big name actors were coming, most likely Saturday would be the only day they're gonna be there. So I'm already
Yo,
preparing to do that. So
some of them are there Thursday. Like this year at MegaCon on Thursday, I got Marty McFly's autograph. I got Doc Brown's autograph.
ooh,
Yeah,
okay,
so no, there's a lot of the stars that they're there the whole weekend. But if there's anyone there Thursday, bro, that is the
oh yeah,
day to do it. Like Hayden was just Saturday, probably because he was busy doing this, doing that. But nope, there were a ton of people there Thursday, so I took advantage of that, man.
oh heck yeah, man. I'm definitely Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a hurting on my pocket, but
Yeah.
because depending on who they got at, I was talking with Star Wars Gazer, and depending on who they got at like Planet Comic Con in Kansas City, I might be
Mm.
going there because they had Ian McDermott, Matthew Lillard, the dude who played
Ooh.
Randy from I think what's his name, Jamie Kennedy. They had just a bunch of awesome people.
Oh, nice, nice. That's cool.
But that pretty much. There anything else you want to talk about or anything?
No, I mean that's pretty much it because I could keep talking for days about random stuff. But nah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Thanks for having me on, man. This was a blast, bro.
Thank you for being on, dude. This is yeah, man. You and Jeremy Blue are easily some of the best people I've interviewed on here.
Yeah.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tony, where can we check you out at?
On the internet. So on YouTube, Star Wars Sith 66, YouTube, Instagram. Yes. Go find me.
Go find him. Dude does pretty much live streams almost every day, and the chats are freaking awesome. You need to get Ricky up to par on streaming, bud. He was having a hard time yesterday.
Yo, I think so it might be a Streamlabs thing because literally my stream yesterday, Streamlabs wouldn't, it's not even opening. And right now, I just
Oh,
clicked
shoot.
it. Yeah, so Streamlabs is something's down. Right now, I clicked it to try to open it. It's still not opening. So like I
Oh, shit.
gotta, yeah. So something is up with Streamlabs. So it might not be Ricky's fault. Immediately I blame Ricky in my mind. I'm like, what are you doing wrong, Ricky? But no, it's legit. Streamlabs is messing up. So I might have to try to delete it and reinstall it. But like, I think it's legit. Streamlabs is just down right now.
Well, if it is Streamlabs' fault, I apologize, Ricky. But yeah, it was pretty rough yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I saw some of it. It was bad.
But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go check out Tony. Go subscribe to him. Dude deserves it all.
Thank you.
But I hope you guys have a good one, and may the force be with you always. Peace.